We're moving. Hopefully it's fairly obvious due to the empty background behind me and the terrible audio quality with all this echo going around that this room is completely empty. This house is also completely empty. If you're someone who doesn't pay attention to your local LNN, don't worry, that's completely fine. Point is, me and my family are moving to Texas. It's kind of a big deal. Here's us in our lovely little part of Sacramento. And there's where we're going, right over here. Texas, baby. Probably the hardest part is saying goodbye to friends and family. To be honest, it's not super difficult anymore saying goodbye to everybody, because it almost feels like you're just say like see you later, because online is a thing, but it still kind of hits hard when you realize you won't be seeing these people that you could just every other day drive over to the house and say what's up if you felt like it, because it's more than a 30-minute drive. It's about like 3 hours times 10. One of the smaller issues that's kind of popped up in the last month or so is that this door actually doesn't close at all. It closes, but it doesn't matter. It just reopens. It doesn't lock. Even when it is locked, there's a small breeze from the open window. It's enough to pull the door open. So I'll just be sitting in here, the door will open, and I expect someone to walk in. It's just empty space, but kind of makes me happy I'm moving out. It's the small things that matter. Sorry people who are moving in, but we don't have the tools to fix it because they're all on the trailer. Alright, so more of a talking head part of this video. So you have California up here and you're moving down to Texas. This is down here. What's the reason for this? Main reasons being a couple things. There's a multiplicity of reasons, but my mom grew up in the Midwest, so that's part of it. She's always wanted to go to that area. My dad's work has a perfect kind of opportunity for us to move down there, being the best time. It's a little complicated for a video, but point is that it's a good time for us financially to move. And 3 is with quarantine stuff, so we're not really connected to anything right now. So it's like the perfect time for us to ship out. We were planning on doing all this years out, but time sped up a little bit. So what can you do? This last month has been pretty hectic. Just been a lot of visiting friends and family. The main reason why you need to get stuff done at the last month of a move, besides the moving itself. Quit my job at Best Buy, had a lot of fun there, but it's time to start new stuffs down in Texas and hopefully get something media freelance. And if not, then working with some media company. That's what I tell everybody. That's what I want to do. If not, just college as well. So who knows? But the one thing that gets me, even though moving hasn't materialized here yet, is mostly just I'm the one who's finally leaving. Usually, whether it be like schools or states or even countries, if you got friends that far reaching, it's like, oh, I have to say goodbye to this friend who I've known for a really long time, and they're leaving, but everything stays the same for me. Now I'm the one who's leaving, and that's the weird part about it. Not even something that's like I have any conclusions from, it's just something interesting to think about. Do you guys see the color of the sky out there? You can't, it's dark, but that's why I'm gonna be shutting you off for the moment. I've got to get a lot of sleep tonight because tomorrow we're out of here. Bye-bye. So, yeah, I'll catch you guys tomorrow. There's gonna be some interesting things. You don't believe me. That door just opened. That just opened right there, and there's what I was talking about earlier. It's creepy, and I'm glad I'm leaving that door. That's the one thing I'm happy about after all of this, is that door will no longer be, oh, let's get this. that door will no longer be scaring me, so that's nice. But yeah, so dark outside. I gotta get going because it's actually pretty early. It's like 8:35, but we got things to do before we move tomorrow. So I'll catch you guys in the morning. It'll probably be dark when I'm talking and terrible video quality, so bear with me. But when I'm moving and filming at the same time, it's like quality might go down just a bit. You actually go in here. This is what moving looks like, people. One car here, towing my car right behind it, followed up with the third partner in our journey, being Highlander. And so we're splitting the family up between the big SUV here and that car right there, and just knickknacks, assorted special things that we were kind of using for the last couple weeks while the trailers were gone. That one has been put in the Toyota, so it's a lot of fun. It almost, we almost couldn't get this on here. The front edge of this right here chipped up against the brackets underneath. It's a lot of fun. So we had to use some wood blocks to get it over. Thankfully though, it didn't cause too much damage. My times of walking back into this house are now numbered in single digits. It's pretty sick. Man, last time in the old house. I sure hope I don't forget to record the audio for this clip while turning off all these different light switches. Man, that would suck a lot. Imagine not recording the audio on my camera while turning off every single light switch in the house. Well, speaking of my camera, I think I left it in the other room. Oh, there it is. Let me grab that. As I walk out of the house for the last time, I'm gonna show you guys how to turn a 3-day trip into a 30-second time lapse. Look at that beautiful sunrise over there. It looks fantastic. The clouds move so fast here in Texas, it's crazy. Little backstory here. We're actually at the DMV. I've got a whole line of my family over there and everyone lined up here. You can't get driver's license until May unless you set an appointment that's available until May. If you want to get it earlier, you have to walk in. We've been waiting for about an hour-ish now. We woke up at 5:30, arrived here at 6 because the previous day, yesterday, we got here at 7:30 and they open at 8 and we were not able to get a walk-in appointment, which is the whole reason we're here super early in the morning, because that's the only way to get your driver's license now, unless you're down with waiting 6 months, which we're not. So we had to get up at 5:30, get here by 6-ish, and we've been waiting an hour. So they're almost open, but not quite yet. And it's just waiting, but got a beautiful sunrise. Don't usually wake up this early, even though maybe I should, I don't know. There's this really interesting spot that I want to show you guys that I haven't visited yet, but I know exists, not super close to where we live, but close enough to be worth the look. And one of the things that we kind of just saw when we were looking for housing down here, and I'm going to take you there now because I think it's fairly fitting of the move to Texas, and I think that we're all going to enjoy it. You guys knew what you were signing up for, right? There wasn't going to be any big reveal or, oh my gosh, something fantastic happened. No, I literally found a street with my last name. So I think that's pretty cool. That might be on the super lame kind of scale for you guys, but for me,
This is all the way up there. Holy moly, this is incredible. Can't wait to spend the rest of my life with you, sort of thing. It was funny, we saw this spot when we were looking for places to move because we almost moved super close to here, just like in this neighborhood, but it ended up not working out, so we moved just a neighborhood over, but it's within driving distance, so I decided to pay it a visit. I mean, it is a national monument and memorial anyway, so I think that's a good enough reason to come and pay it a look, but honestly, I am not disappointed, and frankly, you guys are looking at rare footage here, but enough of my ego boost here. Honestly, just super excited. I got to take a couple pictures here. I think it's super cool and fun, but back to the studio.
Okay, so in full honesty, it's now 3 weeks after our arrival in Texas, just under 3 weeks. We arrived Sunday 3 weeks ago. Today's Saturday. Halloween, actually. Happy Halloween, everybody. Woo, spooky. The past couple weeks have been a mountain of work. It's just astronomical how much I've been doing, pulling 10-hour, if not 14-hour days of just moving boxes, unpacking things, getting situated, figuring out where the closest Walmart is. It's been a lot. Thankfully, here we actually had the help from a lovely friend, Mrs. Cooper, who flew over all the way from California just to help us move in, which, if you've got a friend like that, is pretty sick. That's pretty awesome. So, shout out to Mrs. Cooper. Absolute wonderful help around the house as we were getting things moved outside and out of boxes and yada yada yada. Anyway, so far I love the room. Room's fantastic. I actually had to install some more shelving because the previous space didn't have a lot of space, and then now I have more space. It's an oddly shaped room, but I'm happy to have more area, so I'm kind of taking advantage of that and putting everything up on the shelves. I actually bought that one at Lowe's. It's really nice, and I had to put it up by myself, thankfully. Perfectly level. Have to make sure you do it right. I haven't done a lot of shelving construction before, and so this was a fun little project of, oh, let's see if I can get this up by myself with one person and get it perfectly level, which happened. So, applause. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Looks terrible. No. I should probably be more professional and actually put camera stuff there. And this actually might make a good prop, as I'll get to in a moment. So this is the D5600. I've been shooting most of the vlogs so far on this camera. Luckily enough, a couple days ago when I decided, oh, now'd be a great time to shoot a segment, as you're seeing right now, as to what's happened the past couple weeks. It doesn't take photos or video anymore, which is a nice feature for a camera, you know? But in all seriousness, I tried to take a photo. I know it's in demo mode and the cover's on, but it turns out black just like this. If you want proof, it's just, there you go, nothing. I was taking some photos of some wind farms on the way on our last day over to Texas, and it was working fine then, but then I literally just placed it in my room, left it here, and 3 weeks later it just doesn't work. Like, I didn't do anything to it. I wasn't slamming it into a door, taking out into the waves of Santa Cruz, as we might have known that happened once before. And so I don't know if I want to go to the trouble of taking this to Nikon and saying, hey, fix this for me, or if I just want to leave it on the shelf and call it a day with this guy, because I've already sent it off to repairs once before and they fixed it, and well, now it's broken again in a different way from me doing nothing. So yeah, I don't know what to do on this one. Soon to kind of find out. You might see it become a prop up there. Anyway, I don't think there's too much more for me to talk about. I don't know much about Texas yet. Thankfully, that means that it's an opportunity for me to learn more and to show you guys. So stay aware for future videos with all that stuff. But if you guys like what you saw, feel free to... oh gosh, I just thought of... This is the worst outro I could ever think of. But YouTuber, they talk about like a specific outro that they do, and I'm like, oh, okay, it would be a good one, and just the worst. This has just invaded my mind. Make sure, guys, that you smash the Luke button. Be sure to lock in that subscription, and as always, would you please? Let's redo that. And if you would, hit that notification. This is so bad. This is so bad. And if you would hit the notification bell to be informed when future videos hit your subscription feed. Goodness gracious, it's so awful. I can't stand it. It's so bad. There's gonna be 3 of you in the comments. Oh no, every video now, dude. You have to do it. Every video. But yeah, guys. I guess that's gonna have to be the outro for this video. If you guys like what you see, you can also follow me on Instagram. Links for that are down below. I got a photography account and a main account, so whichever one you prefer, seeing the super artsy side of me or the super idiot side of me, take your pick. Or both, even. Get the full experience. Guys, be sure to smash the like button, lock in that subscription, and if you would, lock... Oh gosh, I can't even do it. I can't do it. It's so hard. It is so hard to do. Guys, be sure to smash the like button. Guys, be sure to smash the like button, lock in that subscription, and if you would, hit the notification bell to be informed of future videos. We did it. We did it. That's it. That's it. It's awful, but it exists now. It's in its perfect form. See you guys later.